What if I told you that the number one reason women over 50 lose their independence has nothing to do with their heart, their weight, or even their age, but with four muscles most women completely ignore? Stop scrolling for a second. If you've noticed it's harder to get up from the floor, harder to carry groceries in one trip, or your knees and hips just feel off lately, this is not just aging. This is your body sending you a warning sign, and the good news is it is reversible. I'm Dr. Romalia, and in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you 4 exercises backed by real research that can help rebuild the strength your body has been quietly losing. No gym membership required, no fancy equipment, just you, a few minutes a day, and the right movements. Stay with me because exercise number 3 is the one almost nobody talks about, and it might be the most important one on this list. Let's talk about what's actually happening inside your body after 50, because understanding the why is what makes people actually stick with the how. Starting around your late 40s and accelerating through menopause, your estrogen levels drop significantly. Estrogen isn't just a reproductive hormone. It plays a major role in maintaining muscle protein synthesis and bone density. When estrogen drops, your body starts losing muscle mass at a faster rate, somewhere between 3 and 8% per decade if nothing is done about it. This condition even has a medical name, sarcopenia. At the same time, bone density starts declining more rapidly. This is why osteoporosis is so much more common in women after menopause than in men of the same age. Weaker bones combined with weaker muscles create a dangerous combination, and it's one of the biggest reasons falls become more serious as we age. According to data reviewed by the CDC, balance and strength training together can reduce fall risk by 30 to 40%. But here's what most people get wrong. They think the solution is more cardio, more walking, more treadmill, more cycling. And don't get me wrong, cardiovascular health matters, but cardio alone does almost nothing to rebuild lost muscle or protect your bones. What your body needs after 50 is resistance, load, tension on the muscles and joints that tells your body, hey, we still need this tissue. Keep it, strengthen it. The 4 exercises I'm about to show you are chosen specifically because they target the major muscle groups responsible for balance, mobility, posture, and bone density, the exact systems that decline fastest after 50. Each one is backed by research, each one can be modified for your current fitness level, and each one takes just a few minutes. Before we continue, if you're new here, I'm Dr. Romalia, and I create science-based health content specifically for women navigating the changes that come with aging. If that sounds like something you need in your life, hit that subscribe button now, because by the end of this video, you're going to want the follow-up videos I have planned on this exact topic. Now let's get into it. Exercise 1, the chair squat. The first exercise is the chair squat, and I consider this the single most important movement on this entire list. Here's why. Squatting is what geriatric researchers call a functional movement, meaning it's a movement you already use every single day, whether you realize it or not. Standing up from a chair, getting off the toilet, getting out of a car, picking something up off the floor, all of these are essentially squats. Functional strength researchers consistently find that the ability to squat without assistance is one of the strongest predictors of independent living later in life. The chair squat is also a weight-bearing exercise, which means it places load through your hips, knees, and spine, 3 of the most common sites for osteoporosis-related fractures in women. That load signals your bones to maintain or even rebuild density. Here's how to do it. Stand in front of a sturdy chair with your feet shoulder-width apart. Slowly lower your body down as if you're going to sit, keeping your chest up and your knees tracking over your toes, not past them. Lightly tap the chair with your hips and then push back up to standing through your heels. If that feels too difficult right now, that's completely fine. Actually sit down fully and use your hands on your thighs or the armrest to push yourself back up. As you get stronger, you'll need less and less assistance, and that progression is exactly the point. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 8 to 12 repetitions, 2 to 3 times per week. You should feel this in your thighs and glutes, the largest muscle groups in your body and the ones most responsible for keeping you steady on your feet. Exercise 2, the wall push-up. The second exercise addresses something most women don't think about until it's already a problem: upper body strength. After 50, many women notice their posture starting to round forward, their shoulders feeling weaker, and everyday tasks like opening jars, carrying bags, or lifting a suitcase becoming surprisingly difficult. This isn't just getting older. It's a measurable decline in upper body muscle mass, particularly in the chest, shoulders, and the muscles that support your spine. The wall push-up is a beginner-friendly way to rebuild this strength without putting strain on your wrists or shoulders the way floor push-ups can. To do this, stand facing a wall about an arm's length away. Place your palms flat on the wall at shoulder height, slightly wider than your shoulders. Keeping your body in a straight line from head to heels, slowly bend your elbows and lower your chest toward the wall, then push back to the starting position. This movement strengthens your chest, shoulders, triceps, and core stabilizing muscles, all of which contribute to better posture. And better posture isn't just cosmetic. Improved posture reduces strain on your spine, can ease certain types of back pain, and even improves breathing capacity by allowing your lungs to expand more fully. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 10 to 15 repetitions. As this becomes easier, you can increase the challenge by stepping your feet slightly further from the wall, which increases the resistance. Exercise 3, the single leg balance hold. This is the exercise I mentioned at the start, and I genuinely believe it's the most underrated movement for women over 50. Balance isn't something most people think of as exercise, but research is very clear. Balance training is one of the most effective tools we have for fall prevention. And falls aren't just inconvenient. For women with reduced bone density, a fall can lead to a hip or wrist fracture, which research shows can significantly impact long-term independence and quality of life. The reason balance declines with age is twofold. First, the small stabilizing muscles around your ankles, knees, and hips weaken without regular use. Second, your proprioception, your body's sense of where it is in space, naturally diminishes over time. The good news is, both of these can be retrained. Here's the exercise. Stand near a wall or sturdy countertop for safety. Shift your weight onto one foot and slowly lift the other foot a few inches off the ground. Try to hold this position for 10 to 30 seconds, keeping your core gently engaged and your gaze fixed on a point in front of you. Lower your foot and repeat on the other side. If this feels surprisingly difficult, that's completely normal, and honestly, it's valuable information. It tells you exactly where your body needs the most work. Over time, as your stabilizing muscles strengthen and your proprioception improves, you'll notice this becomes significantly easier. Aim to practice this daily if possible. Even just 30 seconds per side while brushing your teeth can make a measurable difference over a few months. Exercise 4. The glute bridge. The final exercise targets an area that quietly affects almost everything else on this list: your glutes and core. Weak glutes are linked to lower back pain, hip discomfort, and poor posture. And after 50, glute strength tends to decline faster than almost any other muscle group, partly due to more time spent sitting and partly due to hormonal changes affecting muscle tissue throughout the body. The glute bridge is one of the safest and most effective ways to rebuild this strength, and it's done lying down, which makes it gentle on the joints. Lie on your back with your knees bent and feet flat on the floor, hip width apart. Press your feet into the floor and lift your hips toward the ceiling, squeezing your glutes at the top until your body forms a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Hold for 1 to 2 seconds, then slowly lower back down. This exercise strengthens your glutes, hamstrings, and core, the muscles that support your lower back and pelvis. Strengthening this area can help reduce lower back discomfort, improve hip stability, and even support better posture when standing and walking. Aim for 2 to 3 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions, 2 to 3 times per week. So let's recap these 4 exercises. The chair squat for functional strength and bone density, the wall push-up for upper body strength and posture, the single leg balance hold for fall prevention, and the glute bridge for core and lower back support. Together, these 4 movements target the major systems that research shows decline fastest after 50: muscle mass, bone density, balance, and postural strength. You don't need to do all 4 every single day. Even doing this routine 2 to 3 times per week, combined with daily balance practice, can create meaningful change over 8 to 12 weeks. That's roughly the time frame many studies on resistance training in older adults show measurable improvements in strength and mobility. And remember, if you have any existing health conditions, joint issues, or concerns, it's always a good idea to check with your doctor or physical therapist before starting any new exercise routine. Modifications exist for almost every fitness level, and starting slow and consistent always beats starting hard and quitting. If this video gave you even one thing you didn't know before, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button right now, because I'm planning a full follow-up series on nutrition, hormone health, and recovery specifically for women over 50, and you won't want to miss it. I also want to hear from you. In the comments below, tell me which of these 4 exercises felt the hardest for you. Was it the squat, the push-up, the balance hold, or the bridge? That tells me a lot about where to focus future videos, and I read every single comment. And if you know a friend, sister, or mother who could use this information, share this video with them. Strength isn't about turning back the clock. It's about making sure the years ahead are ones you can move through with confidence and independence. I'm Dr. Ramalia. Take care of your body. It's the only one you've got. See you in the next video.